would differentiate you from an employee and may metamorphose you from school to becoming an employer of labor. So, starting a business in Nigeria, okay? Let's have the first slide. I said starting a business in Nigeria may not be a rocket science, depending on the type of business and industry of interest. You can be a player in either the formal or the informal sector. Now, these are things that I'm sure that we are all aware of. I did a little informal introduction. Basically, as we go on, I may be introducing some of my friends and colleagues here. But there are two sectors, the informal and the formal sector. So people, let me give a broad, though not absolute, people that are in the marketplace, Ojuoye market, Bariga market, name it, or artisans generally. If I also categorize the unskilled businessmen too, unskilled, I can put them under the informal sector. Now, the formal sector is more organized, it's more structured. You have proper organogram in that sector. So you talk about people like the engineers, you talk about, construction technocrats, you talk about IT experts, you talk about organizations like the banking industry, the financial industry and all those stuff like that. You talk about discipline that you have to be schooled before you can talk about, practicing. It can be licensed. Now, this comes under what you call formal sector. So let me have my slides, please. Okay. So I think I made mention of places like the market traders, artisans, unskilled worker, small scale vendors, and the like. Now, this falls under the informal. Then the formal sectors, you have the engineers, the architects, construction technologists, IT professionals, just name them. I'm sure some of us are expecting me to put lawyer and doctor. Those ones are archaic. Hello? It's no longer in vogue. What is in vogue now is IT. I hope you understand that. Robotics even perform operation now. So very soon, medicine too may. Okay. Now, let me have my next slide. I said, now look at, before you start a business, there are things that you must lay as your foundation. You talk about the pre-commencement, that is before you open your businesses. What are the things that you are expected to, bear in mind? What are the things you are expected to think of? What are the things that is expected from you? Number one is the type of business. Which type of business do you want to go into? Do you want to go into trading? Do you want to go into manufacturing? If you are here and you say, I don't know, at the end of this training, I expect you to know. If that is your take home, you have made our day. You are not expected to leave this place confused. You are expected to leave this place with a broader understanding of where you want to go. Which type of business do you want to do? Is it education? I was interacting with a young boy, I think few days ago. I said, what do you want to do? What do you want to study in the university? He said, I want to study football. Now, it sounds odd, is that right? But look at it, he already knew what he wanted to do. Am I communicating? Forget, to you, you may look at it from a different perspective. But this young man is looking at it from his own understanding and passion and interest. I hope I'm communicating. Now, so those of you in secondary school, if I ask you now, what do you want to do? What type of business? If you tell me I want to work in Shell, you are a failure from the beginning. Am I communicating? If you tell me my ambition is that I want to work in Chevron, I prefer you saying that I want to have my own oil company. Am I communicating? Now, what we want to do is if we can knock off the employment mentality and bring the employer mentality into you. Hello? So that you don't frustrate your family members and the like. But you can create work. Am I communicating? So from now, you begin to look at what can you do. In China, it is women that do this little robotics and all those things like that. Women. Little children, they have their own way of producing their little things. We go there, bring them in. So I think these are things we want to look at. Okay, so we want to also look at what else is. I said the location of the business. Now you want to start a business. One of the most is more important than money. Location. Am I communicating? In short, in my presentation here, there is no place that I put money. There's no place here that I put money. Location is so important to the extent that if you miss it at the level of location, you will pour anointing oil tire in that your shop. It will not sell. You will fast and pray and go to a mountain. It will not sell. Am I communicating? That is why before you do any business, before you take the first step, where am I going to locate this business? It must be where that service is ultimately needed at the highest prime price. Hello? Did you get that? Okay. So we'll not talk about, now that you have done that, you know your location. Now, your location, let me give you an example. When we wanted to start training, I do a lot of training. I remember I wanted to organize a program in Abuja. And I told my uncle, I said I wanted to use International Conference Center in Abuja. And he said, do you know what you are saying? Oh, my conference. I said, bros, that's what I want to use. I said, even if it is the smallest place in that conference center, I want my flyer to be an International Conference Center, Abuja. Am I communicating? Now, because I have a target at the back of my mind. So what am I saying? If you want to get a good location, you don't consider the size. You consider first the location before the size. You can get a perfect location and look for the size you can afford in that location. Am I communicating? Do you understand that? You don't go to a big location in VI and be looking for a 3-bedroom flat. Look for a 10 by 10 feet. My Igbo traders here, they understand what I'm talking about. Is that right? Is that right? You don't need a big place. You just need that good location that you become visible and you are the center of that business. Then you cannot be talking about going to rent 1 3-bedroom store in Ilasa and call it your parking shop. Am I right? Am I right? You call it your parking shop, Abi. Your main goods are there. But in that your small 8 by 8 location, you stock it to the brim. Anybody that want, if they want 1,000 carton, all you need is, please wait for me. 5 minutes. Your goods will be here. You give him malt, Abi. You give him donuts, and you tie him down. And you say, Chinedu, go to parking store right now. 30 minutes later, okay, he's already on. He's coming now. Chinedu, where are you? Chinedu has gone to Ilasa. Am I communicating? But look, as obnoxious as it is, why that man that wants 1,000 carton will go to Lagos is because he knows that if he goes to Bariga, the maximum they can give him in Bariga is 300 carton. And he needs 1,000 carton. But that man that has 8 by 8 feet in Lagos market, he knows that he cannot afford the big warehouse there. So what he does is, wisdom is profitable. Get a small place, Am I communicating? Then get a bigger place at an affordable place. Stock all is good. They have a display here. Hello? Good. Then we'll talk about what? Client procurement. Goods. How do you source your goods? You want to go into some businesses, you must know the source. If you are into trading, you must know the manufacturer. Am I communicating? If you are a retailer, who are actually the main distributor, so that you don't go and buy from another retailer that bought from a distributor. If the distributor is selling 1,000 naira, the retailer is selling 1,300 naira, but he gets to you, say you are a fellow retailer, he sells for 1,200. Am I communicating? No, you have to go to that person that sells it at 1,000 naira. Now the distributor must be able to know the importer. Am I communicating? The distributor is not going to tell the wholesaler where the importer is. Do you understand me now? Now the wholesaler is not going to tell the retailer where the what distributor is. These are trade secrets. Hello? Am I teaching you bad things? Am I teaching you bad things? Good. Now, then you talk, because you must know the source, the actual source of where you want to procure your goods as a starting point. Then you talk about client procurement strategy. How do I procure clients and customers? Now, the Igbo template, I'm going to be using a lot about the Igbo template in business, because when it comes to business in Nigeria, it's second to none. You argue it from here till tomorrow, you are just wasting your time and deceiving yourself. The Igbos are the first when it comes to business. Even though they can sell fake for you at the original price, don't worry. Am I communicating? Now, Harvard University brought the apprenticeship template and they adopted it in Harvard University, because it's the only template, business template in the world that is novel to them. Why is it novel? A young boy finished secondary school, he goes to a master, serving for 6-7 years, the master settles him. Then he goes, that same boy goes to bring 2-3 boys, they work for him. He's not going to pay for their labor now. He's going to delay that payment until they are leaving. Now the boy is happy, the master is happy. There's business continuity. Am I communicating? Now, but that is one template. There's also the, from zero to hero template of the Igbo man's business strategy. How does it? He is coming from Anambra. 1 naira he does not have. He knows he has a friend in Lagos. He moves to the Los Park. He gets attachment. Enter attachment to Lagos straight. Go to his friend's house. All he has is just one nylon bag, shirt and trouser. That's all. And straight, his brother takes him to Alaba or takes him to Lagos market. There are 20 in the room. It doesn't make any difference. Despising the days of little beginning is not allowed in business. Now, when he gets there, the first thing he does is what you call feasibility study, survey of the market. Within 1 week, that boy that just came from Anambra knows all the nook and cranny of that market. He now knows the importers. He knows the distributors. He knows those that are selling electronics, those that are selling clothes, those that are selling this and that. Now, what is he going to do? The second week, he's going to stand at the entrance of that market. Now, Italian shoes. And my Italian shoes. My warehouse. Now, he goes to this once again. He look at you. You look like somebody that want to buy cable. We get original cable. Good one. Common. Now, out of 10 people that he approaches, 2 people will follow him. Am I communicating? Now, the beautiful thing about the Igbo is this. Now, when 2 people follow him, he knows the exact place he is going. He enters into this shop. When he enters, nobody is going to ask him, what are you looking for? Whether they know him or not. He speaks the language and say, now with a packet of this, a packet of that. Now, they will bring it to him. Am I communicating? Now, if he does not know the price, somebody else gives the price. If he has an idea of the price, he gives the price. Nobody is going to say, you won't even know that it's not part of the shop. All the man is interested in is you have brought customer. So if that good is 1,000 naira, he's going to sell it for 1,200 naira. That one is sure. Am I communicating? Now, after that, you have gone. He has 200 naira. He put it in his pocket. The man is not going to, once he come back, they will give him his 200. He goes to another shop. He goes to another shop. In a day, he has made 5,000 naira in his pocket. The good thing, he's not going to have girlfriend though. That same clothes, he will not change it though. It's just coming from village. Am I communicating? Now, over time, that money will be in his blockhouse because there are more than 50 in the room. He has 2-3 boxers. Am I lying? They can't steal the money. They can't steal it. Yeah? The next day is himself and conductor that will go to Alaba together. Alaba, Olile, Suru, Alaba. He is not conductor, but he does not want to pay transport. Now, but look at the way it works. Now, don't forget what we are doing. The way it works is this. While he's busy doing that scouting, he has also identified the area of business he wants to go into. Now, once he gathers enough money, he knows where to buy it at the cheapest price. He goes there, then 2-3 of them, 3 of them or 4 of them, they will now rent one small cubicle. You will be selling phone accessory. Me, I will be selling charger. This one will be selling, all of them, 4 of them in one small place. You understand? They will still be hustling, no? Then from there, one of the 4 will get shop. Do you understand? Second of the 4 will get shop. The last of the 4, third one will get shop. Then the last one will take that place. Did you see the way it has spread? Then from there, and you don't need to, Now that one is when you move from nothing. Understand who you are. Know where you are going. Know what you want in business. Okay, I think I have 10 minutes. I will try. Okay, then of course we'll talk about incorporation staffing. I won't say much about staffing, but there's this debate about staffing as a starter. As a starter. Between, competence and character, which one should you choose? As a starter, a business starter, between competence and character, which one should you choose? There is this man, he has character, beautiful character, but is not competent at the job. There is this man, extremely competent, but he has character deficiency, and you are a starter, and you need to choose out of these 2. Which one will you choose? I'm sure Mami Gio is already laughing. Now that is why you are here. You don't choose character. Are you there with me? Your business is not a church. Your business is not a moral ground. You are talking of professionalism. An excellent doctor, a beautiful surgeon, but immediately he drops those surgical equipment, he's already drunk in the gutter. What's your business? Did he drink while doing the surgery? Did he make mistake while doing the surgery? Did anybody die? Immediately after, he's already drunk, or with 4 women at the same time. You are a starter. Now listen, a starter in business does not concentrate on character, it concentrates on competence. It is competence that moves your business up. Are you there with me? Then character begin to sustain it when it gets to a certain level. Did you learn anything? Yes. Did you learn anything? You don't bring in mediocres in the name of the church members. He's born again. Very spirit-filled. If you begin to speak in tongues, then you talk about, incorporation. There are basically 2 incorporation you talk about now: a limited liability company or an enterprise, which you call business registration. So before you do that, the first thing is to reserve the name. In other words, if an application is filed at Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, to determine if the name is available, whether somebody has used it or somebody has not used it. If somebody has not used it, then you ask a lawyer to do it. Nowadays, you can even do it easily. But for the purpose of taxation, we are encouraged to do a limited liability company, because under limited liability company, you have different ways you can avoid taxes. But when you talk about an enterprise is sole proprietorship. You are going to bear the whole burden. Am I communicating? Okay. In limited liability company now, under the new CAMA, one single person can be a director, unlike before where it's a minimum of 2 people to be a director. But now, limited liability company, one person can be a director in a limited liability company. So if you ask me, I will advise you from 10,000 share capitals and above, 100,000 share capitals and above. It's not expensive. I'm sure with 50, 60,000 naira, you do a minimum limited liability company. An enterprise with 30,000 naira, you get an enterprise registered. So these are foundational issues when it comes to commencing the business. But having said so, there are things that you as an individual, number one, which you as an individual, when it comes to commencement, is integrity. Your own personal integrity and the business integrity is very important. Then you talk about quality of service. Please, you can cheat people once. You most likely may not be able to cheat that person the second time. If you are the person that sells fake, no problem. You would only succeed in struggling, because over time, people will know you that you are a cheat. Go and ask mechanic that always cheat. Their life are miserable. They are always full of just 3 square meals. That's all. 3 square meals. They will struggle till the age of 70, 80 and get tired and begin to rely on their children. And their children that they are relying on will not be available. Because your life has been based on cheating people. It will stand against you in future. You sell fake things. It will stand against you in future. Integrity is very important. Okay? Then timeliness in business. If you say, I will deliver at 5 o'clock, make sure that before you say 5, what you have at the back of your mind is 4 p.m. Am I communicating? So tell the person, I will deliver at 5 o'clock, and at 4 you are there. Okay. Then you talk about marketing. Make sure that there are different marketing strategy. I think other lecturers may want to talk about all those. Bookkeeping is very important from the beginning. Now, the tax law is such that you start to amend your record from day one. Tax people can be very, very crazy. This is my tax consultant that is sitting down here. We have issue with FIRS. He is the person that is going to handle it on Tuesday next week. He has a lot of load on him as he is now. They will sit there in the comfort of their offices and will just be giving you some funny things. Okay, so make sure that if you are, whatever you do, whether it is enterprise or limited liability company, you must file your monthly returns. And of course, we said that you should always be in stock if you are into trading. If you are into trading, make sure that you ensure that you stock your goods before it finishes. You understand? Because if a customer comes today and you say it's finished, and you are quarreling with your subordinate, why didn't you tell me it's finished? Unfortunately, again, you want to buy another thing the next day, again, it's finished. You will want to go to a one-stop shop. You understand? Where he knows that no matter what, they will have. And I'm sure we all do that in our respective neighborhood. Don't we do that? My wife will say that she does not like the business of where 2 or 3 are gathered. And you learn that from the Igbo. The Igbo man will never consider landlord money first. Landlord money is the last. His business money is the first. True of us? True of us? Landlord money is the last. That is why you see they always have problem with landlord. Igbo man will give you 5 years rent in advance and tell you, will say, landlord, enjoy it very well. Enjoy it. If you are sensible, you better invest it. Because anything can happen after 5 years. Because I need to be an importer and exporter. When I'm importing and exporting, I'll tell you, but instead of the rent, can you just sell the whole house? So that I will know that I've relieved you of the rent thing. How much do you want to sell it? 120. I will give you 140. You understand that? So when you want to start a business, first of all, The first thing is your product money. Not go and rent one big store or one big shop. Then you will now put DSTV. You will now put mat. You will now bring the whole film in the world and be watching it. You will now put 3 sachets of Milo, 1 sachet of cowbell, 3 this thing, and use it to hang rope. And when they look inside your shop, your mat is lying down. You watch television from morning till night, and the Igbo man selling the same thing in the next shop. You say it's juju. It's not juju. It's you that is not sensible. How much do you have to start that investment? You have 2 million. Go and get a shop that can only occupy goods of 1 million. I understand? Go to Igbo man. Have you seen Igbo man shop in Lagos? They have mat. I never seen them before. They get mat where they sleep. You don't see them before? Yoruba shop get mat. Yoruba shop get DSTV. 2 of us. No worry, na Yoruba be my wife, nothing I go do me. Okay, so you look at that. I think I just want to conclude by, saying that you should be personally involved in your business as a starter. As a starter, you don't leave your business to somebody else. If not so, you will just be angry for nothing. It is you that have been stupid. You never reach anywhere. You don't do big man. You carry shop, carry and give somebody. You dey do big man, they carry 4, 5 phones up and down. I have a shop, I have one in this, I have one in this. 6 months later, it is the same you that will be causing. Those guys are wicked. They are satanic. They go satanic. Oh. They go satanic. You must be involved in your business at initial, from the beginning. Am I communicating? Are you learning anything? Okay, then lastly, I want to talk about sustaining your business. Number 1 is safe to invest. The next resource person is going to be talking about that. Then, of course, plan to expand. Then you talk about maintain, your brand integrity. If you have a brand, maintain the integrity. Don't be afraid to sack any staff that is not forthcoming. Don't be afraid to sack any staff that think that he or she is too big. Don't be afraid to sack any staff that, even though is competent, is now challenging your authority. Am I communicating? If you have a competent staff that is now challenging your authority, sack the person. That is why you must be involved in your business. If you are not involved in your business, you'll be afraid to sack. But if you are involved in your business, you say to battery them to get out of this place. As simple as that. Okay? Then, of course, lastly, when you are a starter in Nigeria, there's what we call delayed gratification. Please, and please, and please, it is applicable to all of us. Delayed gratification is such that you have to wait till your business start to have grandchildren before you start to eat out of that business. Am I communicating? If you have one shop, don't start eating until you have, it is the 3rd shop you will be eating from. Am I communicating? Hello? Am I communicating? If you have one shop, it's not yet time to say, I hereby donate 560 million to the development of this project. Don't do that too. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure that is not the time you buy iPhone 14. iPhone, which one be the latest now? So, what year, Moshagu? 17 Pro Max. I've been privileged to move with rich people. You see some phone in rich people's hand, even you will be embarrassed. Even you will be embarrassed. Yes. Because apart from the normal thing of communication, they don't have the temperament of going to spend 4 million naira, 5 million naira on phone. But shockingly, their assistant, salary earner, lason. Salary earner, lason. Is having iPhone 24 Pro Max Plus. I want them one shakoju. I want to see chairman. Yeah, from where? What do you want to see him from? Are you on assignment? or the chairman is not available now. Can you leave your message? It's very important. Please, if you can't leave your message, can you? Thank you. Bye. Bye. Àwọn PA lásán ni. The next, because it's privileged to have one bungalow in VGC or in our times, many times they are all official residents. If you are starting a business, let your brain be supersonically active to delayed gratification. Am I communicating? You don't, as they come. Our daddy in the Lord taught us something about the 7 years of plenty. Abi? 7 years of plenty, 7 years of famine recently. You know, that message is for every human being in this world. If you are a human being, you will come into a season of plenty. But there is going to be a season that will come in your life again. It's as if the whole heaven is shut. It happened to everybody, including Dangote. Don't deceive yourself. At that point in time, don't ask me the meaning of what I've said. But your savings, those times that your friends are busy enjoying themselves and you are busy saving it, there are different platforms through which you can save. The next person is going to talk about all those ones. But I advise you, and I really advise you, make sure that whatever you are gaining and you are having now, be at the back of your mind, there will be a time for recession. God bless you. Incidentally, I'm doing a lot of things together. And good enough, I have my resource persons already on ground. Okay, Steve, you put me. You're welcome, sir. So I think I want to properly do some introduction before I hand over the microphone to the next person. The woman you are seeing sitting in front here, her name is Mrs. Sadiq Olajumoke Esther. Can you please just wave to her? And I have beside her the husband, Evangelist Sadiq. I don't know the first name. Sorry? Olawale Sadiq. When I called him pastor, I said, no, evangelist. Praise the Lord. So Mrs. Sadiq is actually of the Capital Field Investment Group. And she's going to be interacting with us on how to convert your savings to investment. I also have my very good friend here from Zenith Bank. Anytime I have problem in Zenith, even if it's in the middle of the night, there was a time I was outside the country and I called him because they gave me one card, that dollar card that didn't work. And I had to be disturbing him. He said, send mail. Okay, it's my pleasure. Now, why I'm talking of Mr. Steve Iregboge. I hope I'm right, sir. Okay, Mr. Steve, could you walk me? He's of the Zenith Bank. He's also going to be interacting. In short, he's going to be interacting on 2 different topics, and each of them are 20 minutes. Thank you very much for coming. God bless you. Can we give them a big hand? Okay, so before the tea break, I want us to take the second paper. So after the second paper, we'll take the tea break. There are different types of tea there, different types of tea there, so don't worry. Even the cold ice block, tea tuture is there. You know, coffee, decaffeinated, Lipton, tea bag, any type you want, they are all there. Praise God. So let me invite Mrs. Sadiq to come and do justice to the topic on saving as an investment. Our slide people, I hope you are ready. Thank you, ma'am. Can we give her a big hand, please?
Good morning, everybody. And happy new month. And I thank you. I thank everybody for the privilege to be among you this morning. Firstly, my name is Olajumoke Esther Sadiq, and I work with Capital Field Investment Group. So I want to talk about a savings plan as an investment. A savings plan as an investment. Firstly, what is a savings plan? What is a savings plan? A savings plan is a structure, disciplined financial arrangement when, where an individual consistently sets aside a fixed amount of money, often automatically to meet future financial goals. This plan helps build wealth through interest accumulation while providing financial security and promoting disciplined habits. So I want to talk on saving accounts, target savings, kit accounts, investment loans, fixed deposits, and a treasury bill. And how can we turn our savings plan to an investment? Firstly, how can we get a savings plan? If we are listening to the lecture we just ended now, to achieve a business setup, how can you achieve that? By a savings plan. When we in the bank, we have different type of plans. So what is your plan when you pick up a savings plan? A savings, you just like you have a savings account. It's different from savings plan. A savings account is an account that you can access anytime you need your money. A savings account is an account that you can get ATM card. You can get a mobile banking, you can get internet banking. So that account does not allow you to be disciplined, to save towards your plan. You get it? That's why we now have a savings plan. That's why we have this type of plans, investment plan. You understand? So out of your savings, you can achieve that savings plan. Okay, as a salary earner, maybe you are working in a place and you are getting a salary. Let's do a minimum, like you are collecting like 70,000 as a salary. If you really want to discipline yourself, you just assume, like assuming they offer me 40,000 or 50,000 as a salary, won't I do it? I will do it. You will not be staying at home sleeping like, when did they bring glass? Go and ask Madam A, go and ask Uncle B. But you want to do it. But when you want to assume, like, okay, let me assume, like, I'm collecting 70,000, I'm collecting 50,000. Let me save minimum of 20,000. We can do it. If you save minimum of 20,000 in a year, it turns to 240. You understand? So assuming like your shop rent is 240 per annum, it means that you can save towards assuming like you just budget, like maybe let's cite example of a mother or father that want to pay school fees. You don't need to stress yourself, or you want to pay house rent. You can save towards that, like in a year. Like, let me be saving, like, okay, my rent is 300,000, or my child's school fees is 250, or you depend, you calculate it, like this is what is it at the end of the year. You now divided it, okay, from this little or token that I'm receiving, I can achieve this purpose without stressing anybody. Don't forget that everybody have problem in Nigeria. So going to another person, like, come and borrow me, or come and dash me, or you now turn that person to bad person. You respect yourself, like, let me save towards this thing. Not that you cannot go to another person for help, but firstly help yourself by doing the savings plan to achieve your purpose. Let me save towards, praise the Lord, let me save towards this purpose. You understand? Out of your little or token salary, you can achieve it. You understand? Okay, you are a salary, you are getting like 70K. You are setting aside a 20,000 or 30,000 for yourself. At the end of the year, is if you are doing 30,000 every month, at the end of the year, it gives you 360. And if you are doing 20,000 at the end of the year, it gives you 240. So at least with that, you can achieve a plan of paying school fees. You can achieve plan of paying a shop rent. You can achieve a plan of paying for a lot of things that you want to do for a year. Even you can plan for like buying a land. Don't forget, a land is an investment. Because if they said, okay, they are selling land of 500,000 or 1 million at Ikorodu, in the next 5 or 6 years, it will not be that 1 million that you bought it. It will be advanced. Like Maybe you now you just hear that they are selling land there 7 million, 8 million, where they are selling like 100 million now. They've sold it like, the people that bought it, if you ask them, they will tell you that we bought like maybe 200,000, 500,000, but now it has appreciated. They are selling like 5 million, 10 million. That's an investment. How do you achieve it? By your savings plan. You get it? For those people that are earning like maybe 200,000, 500,000, you can set aside like, let me save like 200,000 every month. Your 200,000 every month in a year, give you 2.4 million. You are a millionaire. You get it? That's a savings plan. So for you to achieve that business startup that we just finished now, you need to save towards it. I know of a customer, is working with somebody. They are selling bicycle. So they don't pay them. They brought them from village. You know, Igbo people, when they set up a business and the business is booming, they will bring all those boys from village to Lagos for them to be assisting them. So this guy is assisting his boys. One day he walked into the bank and he just walked to my desk and said, I want to save. In the next 5 years, my boss will set me up. But people that have worked with him, they told me that this person does not set up. When it's time, the person will fight you. So, and now the person that left last now advised me that this is what I did. I saved towards 5 years for me to achieve this purpose, for me to get my own shop and buy these goods we are seeing. It's not our boss that set me up. He now said, what can I do? And I asked, do they pay you salary? He said, no. How do you now want to save? He said, but madam, we normally see a token like that. So anytime I see money, I don't know, maybe I can be bringing it to the bank to save. I said, why not? Why not? That's a plan. He said, okay, how can I achieve it? I said, you fill a form and you set it up. So the guy was saving. I think this second year of that guy, the guy have saved like 2.5 million. And he's working towards 5 years. Tell me this kind of person. Every day, you can come today, you can come to the bank 2 or 3 times a day. Because I want to save, madam, I want to save 5,000. I want to save 20,000. I want to save 30,000. That's how the guy normally save the money, save the money, save the money, save the money. You know, this second year, and the guy that have already saved 2.5 million. Tell me in the next 5 years, that's another extra 3 years, the guy will have gotten like maybe 10 million plus or 12 or 15 million. You get it? So the kind of person, if his boss now said, I'm not setting up, and he scatter it the way you normally do it for others, the guy will not be tired like, I want to go back to the village. He has already set up a plan B for himself. So anytime you are saving, just think of plan B. What am I saving towards? Why should I save? The reason why I'm saving, what's the reason why I'm doing these savings? You should know why you are saving. Not that they asked me to do a savings and I'm doing it. You won't do it well. But if you know reason why you are saving, you will really do it well. You understand? So a savings plan, it allows you to achieve another part that savings plan helps, apart of what I've said. A savings plan allows you to have a bulk of money. If you are a salary earner, you are not seeing yourself there for life. Like if I'm working where I'm working, I'm not seeing myself there for eternity. I didn't sign a life contract. I can decide tomorrow, like, yes, I've gotten like 100, 200 million, and I want to stand. Me too. From the experience I've gained, let me start up something. Let me to recruit people. Let them come and eat from my experience. You get it? How can you achieve this? It's achievable. If you set up for yourself, I have a customer too. I will be telling you examples so that you know what these savings plans really does. You get it? I have a customer. He worked for somebody, and that customer, she came to my branch. She now told me that I've been working for this person for like 7 years, but Madam Jimmy, do you know that I didn't have any savings? I said, but you have a savings account. I it's not, I didn't achieve my purpose. I said, okay, can we do this? Can we do a savings plan? What's your plan B first? You should have a plan B. What's your plan B? He said, I said, okay, do you guys have a land? He said, we do not have. "Ah, you don't have building?" He said, no. "Ah, your husband have business?" He's not even working for now. I said, that's, you are in danger zone. You didn't have a, you should be the one to be asking for what is plan B. Now said, how can I achieve it? I said, okay, how much are you earning? He said, I collected 150. The money is too small. It's nothing. I said, because you did not plan. That's why the money is small. But with your 150,000, you can achieve a lot. He said, how? I said, pick up a savings plan. He said, is it my savings account? I have ATM. I said, no, a plan, a savings plan. He said, okay. She picked up the plan. She was saving. I said, how much can you save? He said, if I do this, if I do this, if I do this. I said, how much can you? He said, maybe 70K. And she was doing the 70K every month, every month, every month. Exactly 5 years. The lady just said, he came to my desk. He said, I want to check my statement. When she checked her statement, she was marveled, like, hey, I've saved this. I said, yes, that is what we call a plan. You save towards something. Okay, what do you want to do with this money? He said, I didn't even know. I said, you don't know? Do you have a land? He said, no. I said, and I have a customer. He said he has one land at Ikorodu and they want to travel out. And he needs ticket money. And what he needs is just 2 million. He said, and you have 3 million. He said, how can I achieve? I said, can we withdraw it and start over another one? He said, hey, you can. I said, yes, why not? And she will do with her interest. The interest added, said she was marveled. Hey, this interest was added. I said, yes, for 5 years. The lady bought the land. They went there with her husband. They bought the land. They started building. The level it is now is to roof it. So do you see now that she can achieve her purpose? Don't forget that saving turned to a bulk, and that bulk turned to an investment. Because you buying a land, building a house, it's an investment. And that investment is giving you back rent. The rent is profit. Don't forget, when you do an investment, like they are selling shares in the bank, you bought it. Don't forget you'll be getting dividends. You get it. So don't forget, with the bulk money achieved by savings plan, if you save for 5-10 years and you get a bulk of money like 20 million, and you never sit down like think of the business you want to set up or something, you can do an investment in the bank. We have fixed deposits that you can do that give you interest rates, good rates. You can just, your money will be working for you. You can just be turning over, like, let me be rolling it over like every 30 days. I'll be every 60 days or 180 days. You get it, you have 30 days, 60 days, 180, 365 days. You understand? If you have a bulk money, I don't know what to do with it. Turn it to an investment. Put it in the bank. Do a fixed deposit. What's the rate? They will give you a rate. A rate is not fixed. It varies. You get it? In this month, you can get a rate. Maybe 30 days is 11%. Maybe 60 days is 14%. Maybe 90 days is 15%. Maybe, that like that. It's like that. So when you fix your money, it gives you back interest. You can even say, okay, can you drop my interest? Let my money go for the fix. Why you collect the interest? With the interest, you can even do a plan on that interest. You get it? Just like somebody that fixed like 50 million. He did a fixed deposit of 50 million for 90 days. And you collected 2 point something million as interest. And you asked them to drop it. Immediately they dropped it. You heard that, there's a land that this, you can quickly get that land with the money. It's not your own money now. Your money have already worked for it. Go and work. And you are getting interest. It's the interest that you use to buy that land. After buying it, maybe after 90 days, the money drop again. You roll it over again. Maybe you roll it another 60 days again. They give you, maybe interest rates have gone up. Because interest rate, anything called interest is not fixed. It varies. maybe it has gone up again and the interest rate drop, you collect the interest rate again. Maybe you started like, let me start the foundation and started building it. You understand? That's what savings plan as a bulk can do for you. You understand? So let me talk about kit accounts. We have a kids target savings account as well. Maybe you have like 4 or 5 children in the school. Maybe you can still, with your money coming through, you can still pay their rent. You can still pay their school fees. And you are looking like, me too, I want my children or one of them to go abroad to go and study, to go and do their masters there. You can do a kit account, like save towards it. Maybe the firstborn is in GS1, you just look at it, GS1, GS2, 3, 4, SS1, SS2. You get, maybe in the next 6 years, you are looking like the next 6 years, I want her to go and do a BSc in United States of America. So you can save towards that. Like we have a kit account, just walk into the bank. Do you have a kit account? They will tell you yes, we have. You can save towards it. You won't withdraw, and it will be eating interest for you. There will be interest that will be adding on it every month as we debit, because it will be on auto debit. You get it every month as they are debiting your account. You get it. Rates that come to that month, they are adding to it. They will be adding to it. They will be adding to it. So tell me, when next 6 years and the child, like she or he are through with her secondary level, and you want like opportunity, like you want her or him to travel out of the country, you've already have a plan for the child. You get, it will be very easy. Even though when you need an assistant, it will be very easy. Like okay, you need 20 million or 100 million. You've already saved like 95 million. You need 5 million, and you see people will you have already tried. You tried, so help will come. So through that's that on the kit account. So anytime you want to create a savings, you can create it in a different way. Like, let me do a savings towards shop rent, towards children fees, towards ministry expenses, towards to build towards to get a land. You can save towards that. You can do a short period of savings. Short period, maybe save 6 months, save a year, save 2 years, save 5 years, 10 years and above. So that's that on a savings account. So I've touched investment. When we talk about investment, what is an investment? I don't know if I have my slide here. For an investment, I've touched a little about an investment. An investment plan is a strategy, roadmap for growing your wealth, while a savings plan focuses on preservation and safety. An investment plan focuses on growth and outperforming inflation by putting your capital into market-linked assets. You understand? So that's what investment does. It helps you to grow, to outperforming what you have to do. Investments, I've said it the other time, like you can do a fixed deposit. We have a treasury bill annually. That one is annually. You can do a fixed deposit. If you have a little as 1 million, minimum in treasury bill is 1 million and above. You can do a treasury bill. Let it work for you. Let it be rolling. Let it be rolling. Let it be rolling. You don't need to put a bulk in some places. You borrow somebody. When you borrow somebody your money, you are not getting it. But if you put your money in the bank, your money will work for you by getting back interest accumulated on that money you fix. But some people will be thinking, I don't have big money to invest. I don't have big money to invest. But you can do a token, a savings, a token, to get a bulk to do that investment. You get it? You can do a token, like I've said before. Like if you have a savings plan, like you are just saving a little by little by little, little by little, that one is a short term period. And don't forget, in the bank, your money is safe. It's safe. It give you assurance. It give you good faith. Like my money is in bank. Anytime I need my money, I can walk in to the bank, to any bank, and ask for my money. So it's give you peace of mind when you do an investment in the bank. Some people will be saying, is it only bank we can do an investment? No, it's not only in the bank. It's not only in the bank. Doing it in the bank is just giving you interest. And apart of doing it in the bank, you can still, like somebody that saved for a long period of time, like get a bulk of money, like buy a land, build on it. It's an investment too. If you have a building and you rent it out, it's an investment because it's giving you back rent. It's giving you back rent. As you fix in the bank, the bank is giving you interest. When you build as an investment, it's giving you back your rent. From the rent you are getting from that investment that you made through building, you can still save that money. You can still do investment in the bank with that rent that you are getting from that building. You get it? So apart of building a house as an investment, you can still do, like a car is an investment too, but don't forget it comes with liabilities. You get it? It's just that you give birth to children. You'll be feeding them, taking care of them, buy clothes, send them to school. Likewise, the car, you'll be fueling it, you'll be doing maintenance, it will break down sometimes, you buy a lot of things. So car too is an investment, but it comes with liability. You understand? You can be doing Uber and everything, but when you want to collect back all those money that you've gotten, it will one day like that, you just be doing it, they will not know what it, you know. The first teacher said mechanic. If they start with you mechanic, you will regret your life. That's mechanic for you. So it's an investment too, but don't forget it comes with liability. It does not come with return for you. So apart of that, you can still get you can still do, praise the Lord. So before before leaving this place, you know, to commit capital, you need money, time, or asset. To work, it goes into something productive: business, stock, real estate, and farming. Don't forget, if you want to start up any business, don't forget what the first teacher said. To start up a business, you don't need a big place, you don't need a wide place, you don't need to much furnish it before you start that business. But if you want to start that business, what is your plan towards starting a business? If you have that at the back of your mind, I want to be selling phone, I want to be selling this, you need to save towards it to achieve that business purpose. You get it? You need to have a savings plan. You get it? To achieve that purpose, because that business, don't forget, is an investment too. That business is an investment that is giving you a return on interest as well. Because when you sell anything you sell, you get is it interest they call it, or commission? You get it on what you are selling. Maybe this phone now, the landing cost is 200,000 and you are selling it like 250. It means that you gain 50,000. If you now do your calculation like rent and everything from it, maybe the total interest you are getting when you remove the expenses is 30,000. From the 30,000, it means that you can save after paying. Maybe you have a staff you are paying, or you are paying yourself. Because any business you are doing, you need to pay yourself as a salary before you know the profits you gain on that business. You pay yourself a salary. So from there, you can save as well for you to get more interest, because you can fix that interest and you can save that interest. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you. Can we give her a big hand, please? Something louder and better than that. Hallelujah. Have you gained something? Have you gained something? If there's any take home from what she said, is that no matter what you earn, save something. Savings has nothing to do with the volume of the money you earn. Huh? E no reach, e no reach, e no reach. Since the beginning of this world, when money don come, na money no dey reach, and e no go ever reach. So if you dey wait till e reach before you save, wallahi, you no go save. Kobo, no go save. So a word is enough for the wise. Now, before I invite the resource person, now we are going to be doing the tea break, but the way it's going to be done is this. I just want one table per time. The next lecturer is going to come. So we are going to be having our lecture continue. I hope I'm communicating. So I'm going to invite the first table, they will go there, but the lecture is continuing now. I hope I'm communicating. But once you get to your table, you will see an usher or you will see me come to say, please go there. Quietly, no noise, no anything. It's enough. In short, it's enough to the extent that if you want to take more than one, the only thing is that you will go and come back and go and come back. Do you understand? So don't worry about everything is enough. Even the food too is enough. So just be calming down. And I can assure you that plus minus